Hey folks, Jim Parrott here. Well, it's November the 16th, 2017, out here on the big sandy portion of Kentucky Lake. November, winds out of the north, water's at winter pool 354 and change, and we're gonna fish deep. I'm gonna maybe pull some jigs, push some jigs, vertical fish something. We're just gonna fish. And I'm gonna stay deep, gonna fish probably 17 to 25 feet. Not going to target any man-made structure. I'm just going to get out here and see if I can find fish on my sonar and then fish for them and see what happens. So anyway, just stay tuned and we'll see how it works out and we'll report back. Thanks. This fish here is the best crappie I'll catch on this whole trip, and it was caught at 23 feet. And I'm pulling a couple of roadrunners with a 2-ounce weight on the bottom. I'm not keeping any of these fish. This particular situation here is 2 poles, have fish on them, and as you can see, that one there was a throwback, wasn't a keeper, and I'm thinking this one is going to be a throwback too. I'm pulling these roadrunners, as I said, in deep water, and pull them at a speed of about 1.3 miles an hour. Another dink, another small crappie, and I call it kindergarten crappie. So just the bottom is relatively not flat, but it's out in deep water where there are some little drops and underwater creek or ditch, and I'm just pulling in a straight line going over the top of that area, as I said, with these roadrunners and a 2-ounce weight on the bottom, and I'm pulling most of the time about 1.3 miles an hour. Occasionally, some of these fish, and maybe this one right here, is 10 inches long. The fish got to be 10 inches long to keep them here in Tennessee, so I'm throwing them all back, but that one there would have probably kept. And I catch another one or two, I think, here that are 10 inches, but as I said, I was not keeping any of this particular trip, so throwing them back, but most of the fish I caught were under 10 inches long. The way that I kind of determine where to fish is I ride through an area there with my sonar and looking, for the fish on the sonar. If it doesn't show fish of any significance, I don't fish. But then if I hit a spot that, shows fish, I'll stop or go back and put the poles out and pull up through there and see what happens. Okay, folks, we did a little pulling there, long lining. I think I ended up catching 12 for the counter there. I don't know how many of them were 10 inches long. I know the first one I caught was 10 inches long, but anyway, we're going to do a little something different. I'm going to one pole it. I'm just going to jig on the bottom, jig up, and I'm going to vertical fish along the edge of a drop off, a little creek channel here, and we'll see how it works out. I'm going to put the camera on the bill of my cap, so it'll be a little different. We're going to fish off the bow of the boat instead of the back. Stay tuned. There you go. There's another one, number 2. Dinky dink. Dinky dinky dink. There's another one. They're down there pretty thick. Dinks. Dink, 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 dink. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This one may have shoulders. Whiskers. Whiskers. Get my net on this one so I won't lose my jigs. Look like the monkey in the football. Okay. There he is. Another dink. Okay, that's gonna wind it up for me. I fished 3 hours, I guess, something like that, out here on the Big Sandy. Surface temperature still 55.79. I think I ended up catching 20 total, threw them all back, didn't keep any of them. But the biggest fish I had was the first one I caught this morning, long lining, and you saw that. But all in all, you know, I caught a few fish, and I hand pole, one pole, vertical jig, no man-made cover, just on a creek bank, little ditch there that had a few stumps on it, and caught maybe I caught 8 plus that catfish off of that, and then had about 12 that I caught long lining. But crappie kindergarten, that's what I call the Big Sandy recently out here. I'm not catching a lot of big fish, but anyway, I'm glad that I got to come out, and we'll do it again, and it's been a good day. See you.